Hello, 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 and welcome to another One Lion of Code. I am One Lion, and today is Mojo's birthday. Happy birthday, Mojo! Yes, yes. I was taking my time turning the song down because I really liked that song and I didn't want it to get quieter. But oh well, we have a stream to do. Man, but hi. Hello, welcome in. Today's community day on our stream, and so hopefully we'll have a lot of fun today. I hope. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hop on over to this screen. Hello, Irish John Games, you were first, and also first, and FIRS feckin' T. And then Mojo was also first, secondly, first. Oh man, that's a birthday gift. Thank you so much for that, Irish John Games. Enjoy your sub, Mojo. If you don't already have what's it called, Twitch Turbo, then you can enjoy ad-free viewing on this channel. No, I'm pushing the wrong buttons. Hi, Tyron. Hi, good VJ. Tyron was asking, has anyone else started Advent of Code yet? I have not started it. I don't know that I'll be doing it this year. I got a lot of anxiety over not doing it last year. I saw Thindle doing it on his stream this morning, so I hope he had fun doing it. Who else? Who else said hello? That's everybody for now. I need to get everything together. So we haven't made the switch over to guest star yet. Still using Discord. But if you are interested, today is community day. And if you don't know what that means, here is a message that tells you what that means. Ooh, good VJ doesn't know what Advent of Code is. Is it .org? Anyway, you just Google it. It's .com. So every year, do you know what an advent calendar is? I guess I should ask. In case you don't, an advent calendar is for 25 days leading, or 25 days leading up to Christmas. Each day you have a calendar where you reveal, you can open a window. Gosh, pictures, advent calendar. All right, and there's usually chocolates. Sometimes you reveal pictures. This one looks amazing. You get different treats each day. You get treats each day for 24 days usually. The 1st through the 24th leading up to Christmas. And yeah, it's usually chocolate. So you open up one per day on the given day. I like the ones that have little words in them too. So Advent of Code is every single day. Oh yeah, I didn't even look at the price. I wasn't gonna look at the price. But hi, Arist. Every day there is a coding challenge, and you can solve it in whatever language you want as long as the value that you type in as the answer is the correct answer. And what I did in previous years is I have a Blazor application that I feed in the HTML of the Advent of Code Day Challenge. This is probably one reason that I haven't been doing Advent of Code, because I made it harder on myself than I should. But anyway, I essentially reproduce this page, and then I write the logic for doing the challenge, and then I output the answer, and then I copy the answer that I get and post it in here. And of course, it's for fun. It's a challenge for yourself, so solve it however you want. Since there is a leaderboard, I don't know if it motivates people to want to do things in a non-honest way, but does it really matter? It's for fun. It's for you. So enjoy it. I don't want to stream Advent of Code. If I did, I would want to be at least 1 or 2 days behind anyway. I streamed it 2 years ago, I think, and I was 2 days behind, and then I stopped when I got stuck on day 15 or something. Yeah, and you can even play the old ones if you haven't. I don't know which one I logged in with. Probably GitHub. Nope. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Okay. So anyway, Advent of Code is really fun. It's free. Enjoy it. There is no shame in enjoying it. There have been some big streamers that were like, if you're streaming Advent of Code, then that means you've got nothing better to do. And it's like, no, maybe people just want to have fun. Do a holiday break thing. So anyway, I'm just not doing it because I'm not good enough. No, I already feel overwhelmed. But yeah. So I'm going to just test one thing real quick. We don't need to print Still no. I broke this. I broke it. Just hop into any voice channel. That's my command. I broke a thing. So yes, Wednesday at the end of the stream, we had redemptions coming through and being able to read them. Or no, that was on Monday that we did that. And then on Wednesday, we set up this game view page so that you see this blue bar at the bottom here. That is this screen. Oh, it's the wrong port right now. Let me fix that real quick. Our bot 7231. And then refresh. Oh, duh. I'm not sending the signal R message yet, but yeah, there's a few things going on here. I need to interact with this. Interact, I said. And then we can push this button here, and then you can see the bar on your screen right is supposed to represent you, the player, and then the bar on the screen left, which is over there, this is my left, is supposed to represent the target that you're going to be aiming for. And so the thing that I'm currently trying to do is when we receive any kind of point redemption, I want, did it just work? That'd be crazy if that just worked. I want the target to move. Let me see if that actually worked. No, it didn't work. I was imagining things. And the reason it's not working is because at some point in time in the code that I was writing, I broke the ability to receive reward redemptions. Even though we can receive chats and commands. So my pub sub mechanism broke. So that's what I'll be playing with today. On that note, we are just doing community day anyway. So whenever you feel like it, the Discord voice channel is open. Hop into any Discord voice channel and I will pull you into the stream room where we can have discussions about whatever, including this. One of the things that I am interested in discussing, a topic that I have, is how to... Actually, first, let me say it this way. It would be a discussion surrounding changing how software development is done when AI becomes more prominent than it already is. Like, what do you envision the future of software development looking like when AGI is a thing? Since we're on the cusp, if we haven't already found it. And then number two is, based on your view of that, how do you convince someone that is like software development must have a human reviewing code? So I'm okay with there always being a need for a professional or a seasoned or informed software developer involved. But the term software development, I think, is going to get redefined personally. And I'm interested to know what you think about that. Whoa. My throat did some really weird thing. I hope you didn't hear that. It was very high-pitched, squeaky, almost robotic. Is the veil being lifted for me? Am I going to learn that I've been AI this whole time, just believing that I'm human? Hi, Disco. You can call me AI. I mean, Al. What are all these messages? I don't need debug write lines anymore for auth state received. I know that everything is working the way that it's supposed to. So let's go to the authorization helper component. I'm assuming it's in here that I have these debug lines, print lines. Cool. Cleaned up. No more debug messages. Players. What are these getting Twitch auth statuses? I don't know where that one's coming from. I pushed Control C when I was trying to just copy. Ops. Yeah. Voting lines are open. I'm going to pin this. What are your thoughts on what software development will look like when AI becomes even more prominent? So we have a response from Tyron that I will read here shortly. I'm going to pin this for the duration of the stream. Okay, so Tyron says, I think it'll be a migration to devs being more of a liaison between designers and AI. Like, we'll get very efficient at using the variety of AI tools to build the code needed. And again, what is your basis on this thought? If you feel like sharing that, expand on it. There are some questions that I will ask if we get more people to answer. Because essentially I had this conversation with my PM yesterday, and he brought up some thoughts that were relevant and that were good, but because he had these concerns or thoughts or whatever, he wasn't hearing anything else. So my real question is, how do you talk to someone that just, like, what analogies can be used, what methods of communication can be used to be like, yes, software development will continue to be around, it's just going to change shape. And it will include AI and not writing code, most likely. Manually writing code. But it's still going to be just as rewarding, I think. Autocorrect spell checker is a similar analogy. Ooh, that's a good one. If you feel like typing it out, then do. Yeah, we still need editors and proofreaders. I like that. I like that a lot. The analogy that I try to always use, because it's computer related and it just always falls flat because I don't really know where to go with it, is so in order to output some kind of printed media, we used to make these, and I don't know if this is correct, we used to make these slabs that have letters and stuff cut out of them, and then we would put ink on them and then roll them, or roll paper through them and roll them on paper, and that's how we could print multiples of the same thing. Then we took that technology and then we turned it into this personal machine that you could use where you punched buttons on this machine, which pushed these levers that had letters printed on them backwards or engraved on them backwards that got ink put on them, and that would get splatted onto a piece of paper in a specific location. Then that evolved and people got super duper efficient at that. And they were like, this is how you write a story. This is how you print this is how you put massive amounts of words on a page instead of manually writing. Then came the invention of a system where when you push these buttons, they appear on a screen and they don't get put onto the paper until you push the return key, and then it would print it out onto the paper. And then that turned into, let's just go ahead and print out an entire document onto a screen. And, people are like, but, the only way to get printed media is to be able to push buttons on this key thing and have these mechanical switches go back and forth and hit paper. There is no other way. So then we turned it into a computer thing, and people would use Notepad or other text documents where they had to fix their own spelling, grammatical stuff, but they could do it before they printed. So writing stories, creating written media was easier now. But then we got autocorrect, and people are like, well, no, we can't use only autocorrect. And this is perfect. Thank you, Tyron. This is the missing piece. We can't use autocorrect or trust autocorrect to get it right every time, because now it's just saying the word that we misspelled as THEER was supposed to be THERE, but it doesn't know context. So we need a human still to be able to proofread. But then we got grammar checking. So not only does it check to make sure that the word that you misspelled is getting spelled correctly, but it's the correct choice of that word and spelling for the context. Commercial pilots don't fly planes like they used to. It's almost like autopilot, but they still fly a plane. There is still a human in the pilot. This is my stand comedy set. Oh man. Yes, there's a punchline. That's exactly what I'm getting at. No, there is not a punchline. I'm genuinely curious about, first of all, your views on going from software development in a text editor with your own compiler that you had to do, for example, GCC on. You choose your level of optimization. You go into the assembly code and then you make tweaks there because it's not running fast enough, and so you need fine granular control over how the code works so that it's running as fast as possible or as efficiently as possible on your device that you're targeting. Then that gets moved up to, well, let's have a smart text editor that can help you fill in parts of your code. And then on top of that, let's build in a compiler that you just push a button and it compiles your code using the correct options for your code. And then let's move to a full IDE that will suggest code, underline stuff that when you pre-compile or do compilation steps on, it knows are going to be errors before you even do your building and running. And then let's have whole line code suggestions, or next word code suggestions, and whole line word suggestions, and block suggestions, and then class suggestions, and then entire application suggestions. So where's it going? What's happening to coders and software development, software engineering as a whole? That's what I want to know from you. And then how do you talk to people that are like, we need a human to write the actual code because a machine isn't going to get it right? in Irish John Games as being Barbarosso. Okay, did I get rid of all of my debug statements that I no longer want to see? I love that hot reload is working in the browser source. I am going to move the player to the left a little bit more. Game page. Player, please. Excuse me. Archer. Let's move him over 340. 50 more. Okay, so Tyron says, I think you can't really change their mind. I'm not trying to change their mind. Definitely not trying to change someone's mind. I'm trying to find a way to have an actual discussion. I don't know. I don't know what the word is. It's not necessarily change their mind. It's describe the concept. Compare the concept of what's going to happen to software development when AI is more prominent. Compare that to things that have already happened to software development, where we as software developers are doing something completely different. We're not punching holes in a card in a specific way so that when a machine reads them, it knows what types of things to do. We are putting characters on a screen that eventually turns into byte code that eventually turns into machine level instructions that tell a processor what to do. That kind of thing. But anyway, I think you can't really change their mind, as it's a feeling, but there were people who were convinced cars would never be successful and that horses would be the only solution. It's just going to be a gradual change over time. And Agent Masta is here. Hello, Agent Masta. Agent Masta? Masta. Anyway, hi. Yeah. Really good to see you. I hope you enjoy .NET. I love using .NET for everything, all the time, including right now, including our current discussion. Airbot interact. But today is a community day on our channel, so we're just having discussions about random technology things. Okay, did that scoot over far enough? And I brought up a topic that hopefully isn't too annoying to actually discuss. But I would like to know what you think about. Is it you? It's you. Yeah, what you think about as far as where software development is going with the rise of AI becoming much, much more prevalent. Okay, and at the same time, I am trying to implement a bot game. Bot gamey. Oh, you know what? Good grief. Do you guys know Irish John Games? He was first today. And actually, let's... Oops. It's actually S-H-O-U-T. I'm sure most of you do, if not all of you. But he is a game developer who is developing a game called Rise of Piracy. Head on over to microprose.com, his publisher that he got earlier this year, or officially earlier this year. And you will see it's no longer the first one, but it should still be up here, yeah? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so the second bullet now is Rise of Piracy. Amazing looking game. It's a strategy game where you get to build a fleet. And yeah, Tyron's like, ooh, nostalgia, microprose. Yeah. When he said it, I was like, oh yes. Yeah, microprose, Sierra, all of the classics. I remember all of them, every single game. No, not every single game. Anyway, so if you want to check out his game, look at it here. You will also see... No, but didn't I reconnect you? No, I didn't reconnect it. Sorry, I'm working on the bot, so I have to re-add it to chat every single time that I do a build change. A change that requires a build. You'll be able to see his game on Steam and wishlist it. If it opens in a browser and you're not logged in on that browser, fear not. Just click this open in Steam button and it will open in Steam, which you are most likely logged into and have installed on your machine, because who doesn't? I kid. But once you do, you'll see an add to wishlist button. If it's not already added to your wishlist, do that and you will be notified when it goes live. Absolutely, yeah. Your game is amazing. Your stream is amazing. I love hanging out on your stream, especially, and you know what my favorite redemption is? Topic expert. I love it when you just can go off in fantasy land and come up with all of these crazy discussion topics and come up with whatever, and it works, and you can just do it. You don't even stutter. Stutter. It's awesome. Anyway, check him out. Irish John Games. There he is in chat. Okay. So this game, by the way, that I'm trying to add to the stream is in Blazor. And the intention behind... Oh, wait. In case you were interested, I wanted to show you a clip from Irish John Games.
That dub horn reveal never gonna happen unless we get like 1,000 subs. Then I might do a hot tub stream, because I gotta sell out for something, right? Because this isn't enough. This isn't enough selling out.
Oh man, what a perfect clip. Ah, so good. So good. Yes. Anyway, amazing guy. If you can tell, he's Irish. It's not just his name. He's actually Irish. Did I miss anything else from Agent Mustad? No. Okay, good. So Tyron said, wow, Microprose, that's a name I have not heard in a long time. Very long time at that. And then Irish John thanked. Tyron says, I built a Twitch extension for a streamer friend this weekend. Was it open source by chance? That was fun. Sadly, you cannot use Blazor there. Interesting, yeah. Okay, just wondering. Doesn't have to be. I just wanted to see the fun that you had, because I like seeing fun, if you could not tell. Okay, so here is the intention. When we receive, right now, any kind of point redemption, I'm trying to get that message, which we were getting before, but I stopped getting that message for some reason, so we're going to figure out why. But as soon as we get that message, it's going to do this action, which is going to spawn your character and spawn the target at a random location. And then, of course, we're going to make this so that it's going to be cool. It's going to be really cool. I really, really, really want this to work. I would love to have some kind of avatar for your character that will walk out from probably behind me. I'll start him maybe right behind my shirt and stuff. Then they'll walk out from that side of the screen, take aim, and then you will be prompted while that's happening to input an angle and a magnitude. And the angle will be between something like -90, maybe -88, and +88. And the magnitude between 0 and 100, just to make it easy at first. So 0 to 100%. And then you're kind of guessing how far away the target is from you based on 0 to 100%. Because you can do the math yourself. It's like, if it's like a scale between 0 and 4, 5, 2, then you just scale it yourself and say, what's 60% of 452? But anyway, then you'll launch the arrow. It'll use gravity, it'll use regular physics, and then hopefully hit the target, and the closer you are to the center, the more points you score. Okay, so while the extension is React, it's hosted in Twitch, or on Twitch, in an iframe that gets an auth token that can send to my backend server. Then I use Signal R to send messages to / from their PC to get data from the local run bot. So like stream avatars. Let's see, simple game dev. So there's this thing called stream avatars that is available. So is it something like this? And if so, does that mean that stream avatars is actually run in an iframe? And if so, do you think it would be possible to tell that iframe to look at itch.io, for example? Because if so, then maybe there's a pop-out option for when Irish John Games, someone redeems IBR on his stream, or IBR2 on his stream, that it would pop out. Why am I lagging? Oh no. Oh no. That was a bad idea. I don't know if you heard any of that, but doing that made me like, okay, so yes, just like that. Because the other thing that I would like is, yeah. I don't know what happened, but when I tried to pop out stream avatar. Hold on. There it goes. When I tried to pop out stream avatars, my stream just went. But anyway, point is there a way to point that to something like itch.io so that if, for example, someone redeems IBR on Irish John Games' channel, that they would be able to see the IBR in his about section? Or even the stream, would there be an option to make that an overlay? I need to know more about this. I need to know more. I think we're going to do that. So Tyron, I may ask you in the future, after we're done building the game, how I can maybe turn this into a an extension. Yeah. I mean, I won't bother your time very much because I'm sure there's internet resources that I could use. And I'm not actively working on the bot or anything except for on occasion during our streams. But I'm kind of picturing where you can create an extension that would go on top of the stream like this. And when you click that, then it doesn't allow hosting of WASM assemblies. It wouldn't be WASM. I could do server rendered. And of course hosted in the cloud. But yeah, I have thoughts. I have thoughts on how it could work, but essentially just have something where you can input the angle and trajectory here, and then eventually maybe even have this be a gamepad that you can click and drag to set the angle and trajectory. Angle and magnitude is what I said. Okay. Okay. Thoughts. Good thoughts. Okay, anyway, I did mention this guy earlier. Shout out to BitGamey. If you're not following him, he is also a game developer. He's been working on giving his stream a facelift lately, and it's been so much fun. He's going to have his Christmas stuff turned on as of today, or his holiday season stuff for the month of December. He already has a dancing Santa. It's really, really cool. So definitely feel free to check him out. All right, I need to get the, I need to figure out where this is first. Getting Twitch auth status. We don't need any more of you. Because those work now. What other message? This one. Was it a command? Okay. So the command manager is working the way that it's supposed to. I don't know why suddenly I have compilation errors. So yeah, the topic is still open if anyone wants to talk about that. The stream room in Discord is available if you feel like using your voice to do conversation. We don't have to talk about your thoughts on software development and where it's going, but that is something that I'm interested in talking about. AI at work. Yes. Maybe I'll give it just a little bit more because I do have some thoughts to share on it, and I wouldn't mind having some feedback on these thoughts. One concern that was raised, I can at least say this one. One concern that was raised about what happens if we go to a software development future that looks like what Tyron said, where the software developer is going to be someone that takes a designer's design and interprets it for an AI to be able to make an application. No thoughts, no blockers. So what happens in situations where an application that a software developer tells an AI to create fails? Anywhere from simple failures like bugs and stuff to catastrophic failures. Causes a sensor to misfire, I don't know, to read incorrectly. It is very clear to me what would happen in that situation, because I can see the correlation between the way that we do bug reports and debugging now as software developers using Visual Studio as an IDE, where we type code and then we step through the code. Again, we're considering a future where AI has already gotten to the point where it can give us the reason why it chose to do what it did. But yeah, so there's still going to be a debugging process. It's just, what would that look like? And who would be held responsible? The AI? The person who created the AI? The developer who is working with the AI? Question. Okay, while we're waiting for any responses on that. Yeah, I got rid of a bunch of debug statements. I'm going to keep this one here. No, I'm not. Oh, you know what was weird? I did my shout out with the clip, so let's do it for Big Gamey. And my bot said, I have no idea who that is. Or it actually acted like I didn't provide a parameter. Oh. Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Thank you so much, Science_Streams.
Yes, this is what BitGamey's stream looks like lately. Like, all the time. This is pretty much 80% of his stream time. So if you're into making a lot of things happen on a stream, you would have the opportunity to on his stream. That gave me a panic attack already, just hearing it that loud. I apologize to those of you who might also be prone to anxiety from loud noises. Gomenasai. But it's still a very fun stream. BitGamey himself, the person, the man, is amazing to hang out with. Great personality. Just super cool to be around. Okay, so the thing that I just noticed was that when we, that I just realized, when we send the SO command and the bot is like, I didn't get an argument for who you're trying to shout out. So where is is it a command debug statement? We have the response. Oh, it's because I did remove it. Dang it. I'm gonna mute. Actually, I'm gonna do one more video shout out, but I think this is gonna be helping us with getting the redeem reward. All right, so let's do simple game dev. Another game developer working on a Portal and Half-Life inspired game, as far as ambiance, as far as maybe even lighting, but it's a first-person puzzle platformer game and really, really cool looking, made in Unity. Most of the assets were made in Unity, so prepare to be amazed.
At 17. Okay.
He's got a little ghost avatar for his face.
1,500 channel points. You should call
This
them
must
simple
have been
points
a
or
long
ghost
time
points.
ago. No, just before he showed us the thing. Anyway, yes, Artificial. Check out Artificial. Also on Steam, you can play a demo right now. He's also going to be releasing a prequel teaser, essentially, for the game that will be free. And it'll be free to get you interested in the base game. Where the prequel, you play as an alien, and you can only really see in black and white, but you can also see helpful colors. You know, like if this thing is something that's going to be helpful to you or beneficial to you, it'll be one color. If this thing is a danger or a threat to you, it'll be red. Yeah. So he does all of his game dev streaming on Twitch as well. We'll get a few more in here because I need to test this a couple more times. I don't know why it didn't actually give me the command itself. Oh yeah, it did. It's right here. Check out with an error message. I think I need to print out the chat message too. Dang it. Or maybe it's in process command. What's happening in here? Yeah, it's in here. Oh. I updated this because since I upgraded to .NET 8, I've been getting some different suggestions, refactoring suggestions, and one of them is to, instead of using .2 lower equals some lowercase string, to use equals with string comparison ignore case. So I think maybe this is one of the places that we're running into an issue. Thank you. So lazy. I only needed to type 2 more words. Okay, are you gonna actually apply? I mean, it can't be here. Message. Not from. Give me the whole message. So lazy. No! Yes, that'll do. That's what I want. Thank you. Man, why are you having syntax highlighting issues? Not syntax highlighting. Roslyn linting. Is that what this is? Linting issues? Seeing stuff as errors that aren't. Still connected? Bot? All right, so shout out to Bardaki, who's making The Unwanted War, also on Steam. I don't have a link for him, but also game developer.
Yeah. Wood needed. Wood needed. Probably actually for at least the villagers and the military. This one will suffice. Of course not in this massive texture, because that looks just shit.
Yeah, it was on my channel.
Though I would like to have the Synthi stuff in there.
Okay, so it is allowed. So we get past that point. If we are counting the number of times the command was used, we update the usage count. If so here, the word return just means leave this method. It's kind of like if you've ever used VB, exit sub, or exit function. It just says for this method, leave it, since we're returning void. So even though I'm doing async task, it's actually going to evaluate to void. Cool. So we made it to... We know that the response is not null or white space. Oh, right here. Okay, so command.response. We're just getting the response. Okay, nothing special about that. So we do have a response. We can see it in the JSON here. So that means we're here. So this is what I changed here. I moved this because, again, a refactor suggestion, and I really, really like this, into an argument placeholder regex. And so what this does is it checks our response, which you can see here has a $, curly brace, 1 curly brace. and it sees, are there any matches for $ curly brace, any sequence of numbers as long as there's at least one number followed by a closed curly brace. So something that starts with $ curly brace has any number of digits and then a closed curly brace. And it finds how many of those are there. And if it says there, oh, and then we also get the number of arguments. So args will be, we have a command, we're splitting on a space, skipping the first one, and taking the rest. I'm sure that there's a slice way to do this, where we just say, give me everything after the first. So I could probably do something like 1 ... spread. Is that what this is? But that should mean the same thing. Okay, so then if the argument count is greater than arg's length, then we say, you gave me the wrong number of arguments. And we're not getting that message. So two things are true here. Arg count is 1, and command dot split on space gives us back an array of length 1. Or 0. It's still possible it's giving us 0. Then it says, replace all of the arguments This one is the one that could be wrong. What are we getting back? We're getting back the, we're getting back the argument count error message. I was wrong. We're probably matching 0 arguments. Aha. Here we are. This is where the issue has to be. It has to be here. Right line. Okay, who else can we shout out? We can shout out Clayman. Clayman Dev, another game developer. If you can tell, I watch a lot of game developers because I love watching people work in Unity and make pictures on screens. Okay.
There is this sport called skiing, right? And people are not really watching it because it's really boring, right?
Oh.
Now, what did they do to make it interesting? Well, they added guns to it. For those that don't know, there is this sport where you ski and shoot with guns.
Yes, I've heard of this.
And all of a sudden people are watching it. So what can we take from that? We can take...
No, I wanted to hear the punchline. So I cut the clips at 30 seconds. Because I post these videos to YouTube, and YouTube's copyright stuff is different than Twitch's copyright stuff. So sometimes audio gets clipped or muted because of copyright violations, DMCA stuff. So I just make sure that, you know, whatever song might be playing on the clip doesn't play for more than 30 seconds. Dang it. I wanted to know. What should we take from that, Clayman? But there we go. Our args was empty. And that's because we're using command.command instead of chat message. Dot message. Okay. And hopefully that applied. So the next person is Code Red. Code Red Games. Guess what? He's a game developer. And he's working on Roguelite, which is a 2D Souls-like. And hard and stuff. So here's a clip. There we go.
What's happening with the numbers? Numbers bugged out.
What? Oh. Some clips I just don't understand. I don't catch it until the last half second before it disappears, but it's like he's saying something and then he gets really quiet. Anyway, here we got 2 argument counts, which is true. I don't know why we were getting 1 argument count up here. Oh, we weren't. We were always getting 2. Okay, so it's true that we have 2 argument counts, except that they're both the same. So I need to count distinct arguments. So distinct matches. Dang it. Can I not distinct? Is there a way for me to say... I only want the distinct ones. Okay, C#, regex, count distinct matches. I bet you I need to 2 list and then distinct. They're doing of type. I wonder if that's faster. So essentially this is turning it into an IEnumerable that we can do link on. Well, let me try this real quick. Oh, and then you need to be the link method. Is that maybe what's going on? You're not able to understand my global imports? Yeah, okay, that's fine. As long as we get rid of the red, I'm fine. So what I'm hopefully doing here, oh yeah, again, dot select x dot match. Do I have to of type match? I do have, oh, value. And then distinct. Great. Okay, so our next one is going to be another person with games in their username, which is Red Cabin Games, who's working on Spaceflight Simulator 20,086. I forget the name of his game. Space Scavenger. It's on his stream. It's right there. Space Scavenger 2. The second version of his Space Scavenger game. And there it is.
It does make me feel like swearing, yes. Go fuck yourself, Unity.
Yeah. And then it freezes again. Dude. I don't know what's going on with the shout out clips. They are constantly just lagging on me. But anyway, we got one more step forward. The thing that I forgot is that we need to replace channel. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do with this one is instead of having $channel $1, I'm just going to use $1. So let's fix that in the database. Server, nope, SQL. Databases. Automated Realm Spot. Nope. Bot commands. Blue data. Bang SO. Check out $1. And you're just going to be check out $1. All right. And our next gamer, developer, streamer is going to be, I don't think he has any clips yet, but Dragon Spirit Games. He's a relatively unknown game developer on Twitch, but he's definitely worth checking out if you have the capacity to watch his streams. He usually streams on Friday. We might even rate him today.
I love him. No surprise to find you can't stop him. All right. All right. And that's about it.
Okay, so I think I see what might have happened. Our database didn't refresh, so I might have to refresh it manually. I got a magic button, right? I don't have a magic button. Wait, what? Interesting. Anyway, Shoutout has one too. Did anyone see any mistakes I just made? I mean, I know there's a bunch of them, so you don't have to list all of them. Just the one specifically related to this. Hello, Dukasoft. Ooh, hope you're having a great day so far. And he comes in with a dad joke that says, what is the best way to carve? Whittle by whittle. It's a joke because whittling is another form of carving out small wooden pieces into shapes, usually animals, but you can make other things with it. And so whittle is a way of saying little, but like, you know, as a kid, when you couldn't really pronounce L's, or if you still have a speech impediment. I'm kidding, sorry. I took a soft. Shout out for Dukas. Wait. I know someone else. I wonder if he has any clips. So this is another .NET developer. Dang it. Do I need to just stop and restart you?
Max, no, you never told me. You never told me you were so much of a comedian. Someone clip that and send that to Seto.
He's a DJ, but he also does .NET, and he streams on occasion. Lately, he's been playing with Azure stuff. But he mentioned someone else that we can do a shout-out clip for to test this thing. Come on. Could not copy. Wait. It was in use by whom? Let me just give it some time to fully spin down. TwitchBot service is not running. And I don't have another instance. So there should be no bot running currently. Task manager. Blazor web app. Okay, this should not be running anywhere. There should not be any of that stuff, so come on. File is not in use. I need to fix all of these null reference warnings. Okay, .NET developer who is currently working on their Twitch bot on their stream and using Blazor, and also makes use of AI of ChatGPT for their bot to be funny with everybody, is none other than Setolix.
That's his thing.
There we go. All
Oh,
right, everything
yeah.
is good now.
That's what you can get from me. That's the kind of yeah you'll get around here.
The end. Okay, so I fixed it. Yes, and there's his bot. He calls it his son, Settlebot. But yeah, there you go. So we fixed the message finally. Does that mean that we can now see redeems because that was the thing that was blocking it? No. No, that is not the case. Summon a biscuit. Okay, we can get rid of our console write lines. And the reason that you see me using console write line more than stopping the app and starting it in debug mode is because it's easier for me to just do a hot reload change, even though sometimes I do have to end up stopping and restarting the project. But most of the time, a hot reload change works just fine. And so putting a console write line in for a quick second to see output and then fixing the issue and moving on is faster than needing to run the app with full debug. But in this case, I think we're going to have to stop the app and figure out if let's try a console write line first to see if we're even getting the on channel points reward redemption first. Oh, before we do that. Because it could, oh, duh. We're probably erroring out on this. And that's what happened previously. And maybe I pushed that after we got it working. But I updated this method, is what it was that happened. I pushed the button because it didn't work anyway. Reload. Irish Japoop. Oh, dearie. Okay, let's get some messages going on.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Anything? We didn't even get console rights for the on channel points redeemed. Probably because we were no longer subscribed to PubSub. It just goes back and forth, back and forth. I mean, we're obviously connected to chat. We know that much. Let's go. Anything? Nope. We're not getting this anymore. Why not? Yeah. Why not? Why are we bum? Here, maybe if we played a positive noise, it would be happy with us. No? No. Dang it, what did I break it? It was working on Monday. If I don't have history for it, we might have to check out the stream from Monday and figure out what it looked like was working. Not view history. You might need to do the little toggle thing because I totally ate up the stream when I tried to pop out stream avatars from what's his face's channel. So either it's going to continue. Anyway, what I mean by doing the toggle thing, if you ever find that you are so far behind, you have a big delay between chat and the stream itself, then click on the this button, go to advanced, and then turn off low latency and turn it back on. And that typically helps with getting your stream back to live and less delay. You could also just change the resolution or refresh, but refresh if you aren't subscribed or don't have Twitch Turbo will probably end up giving you another commercial now that pre-rolls are turned off or has expired. I did. It didn't work. What is this? This is pop out. I popped out the the stream. Less than 2 seconds, but still feels like 10 to 15 seconds. I understand. Okay, so it was working here. And what I meant to do was compare with unmodified. Is this backwards? All right, so we send a message bot info where if we're connected, then we say connection successful, else connection failed. So that's this big if statement moved into one line code. Oh wait, no, it's fine. And then Twitch pops up, client connect. And then I move stuff around so it's hard to compare those. But may as well bring this one back. No changes there. Really hard to compare those because they're in a different order. Here. Give me the original on-channel points redeemed. Let's do that. And then the other thing that I changed was the message type. So this is now channel points redeemed. And what if the thing that gets the reward redemptions is listening for a reward redeemed instead of a channel reward redeemed? Channel points redeemed. I'm listening for both. I'm listening for both. So did we print the internet output message? I see an exception. I see an exception. I like exceptions. Connect to hub broke. What? Oh. I meant here. Okay, so this is where we should have seen Mojo's redemption come through.
We don't need to print the internet.
Nothing. We got nothing. I don't get it. Crikey. It's an Australian Scottish accent, if you were wondering. Scottish Australian? The other place that this would be happening is in the Twitch client. And it would be on channel points redeemed. We get a redemption back, and the only thing that we do is we say there was a redemption, and then we can do on redeem. Wait, what? Okay, chat echo. Ooh. Handle message received. Okay. I still don't get it. Still don't get it. What's going on? What did I break? And why can I figure it out? And why aren't you hot reloading anymore? Because there's a semicolon expected in TwitchBot client line 116. Because I pushed O, apparently. There. Oh, question mark dot. Rebuild. Reload. We'll get everything connected, and it's going to work this time because you guys are amazing. I can't really show it. I got my desk mats delivered. So I have a few game mouse pads, the ones that are like desk size, so that my arms aren't sticking to my desk anymore and my wrists aren't sticking to my desk anymore while my hand is on my keyboard and mouse. It's really nice. Just thought I'd point it out. They have LED rings going around the edge. It's so nice. Okay. Bot info received. Channel joined. Rent the internet. Nothing. Why? Why? It was working. You guys believe me, right? It was working?
I got a bad feeling about that.
Yeah, me too. There is no more interfaces Twitch bot. Pixar didn't happen. Fine, I can prove it. I need to prove it to myself anyway. Thank you so much for that follow. Hello and welcome in. Today is supposed to be Community Day. I have a question pinned up at the top for conversation. But if you have your own topic that you want to discuss, feel free to post it in chat. I also have a Discord voice channel that you can come into. Just hop into any of the voice channels in our Discord and I'll pull you into the stream room where you will be able to use your lovely voice to have a conversation if you so felt like it. No pressure to do that, but you can always use chat to have discussions and stuff. So there's that. Okay. First, we're going to see if this one worked just by restoring it back to the original one that I had it at. Nothing. Okay. And then here is the proof that it did work before. Do I go to my channel? No, not Studio. I'm so used to going straight to Studio because that's where I publish my videos from the past. You know what? Maybe I should check out Video real quick. Studio. To see if I posted Wednesday's video. Because if not, I can't look at it this way. Yeah, 204 was Wednesday. Today's... I don't know. November 30th, yes. So yesterday I posted it from Wednesday. Good. Good. Video. And it was Monday. Dang it, it was Monday. This was my favorite part. The screen was all clear. Console? Can anyone see console? Oh, by the way, Dukasoft, you were right. I know you just kind of threw it out there, which was the render mode interactive. I was trying to set render mode to interactive auto, and for whatever reason, interactive auto was not working. So my buttons, I thought that I had turned on interactive mode or render mode interactive of some sort, and that actually was still not working as far as getting the Blazor buttons to do what I wanted them to do. Show me the app. There. Timer, blah, blah, blah. I'm doing a lot of blah, blah, blah here, aren't I? Okay. Someone... Okay, here we go. There it is. There it is. Here's proof. This is the redemption. Yeah, this is the redemption. And we could see it on Wednesday. and now I can't. Is it plugged in? In the age of AI, I can't believe this actually happened. Can't believe what happened. I thought you were gonna respond to the pinned message. Oh. I see. It's a deep fake is what you're getting at. Okay, we created games. We got it routable. That was the word I was looking for. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to Duke a fake. I am going to commit my... Oh, wait. I want to undo because it didn't change anything when I repasted. Yeah. Okay. Come on. Okay, so I'm going to keep my code the way that I had it. We're going to do a commit. Come on. Oh, I need to actually write the commit. Updated render modes, refactored, applied suggested refactors. Okay, I am going to commit and push this because the next thing that I want to do is check out the commit from Wednesday. Hello. I hate it when this happens. I'm here. Sometimes I get a really, really small fuzz on the sensor of my trackball, which only lets me move the mouse horizontally or vertically. I can see it, and I don't have a can of air or anything to clean it out. Looks fine. I think we'll be fine. Should be good to go now. It's a Duca fake. Okay. So we are going to use the magic of Git to view history. Check out the upgrade to .NET 8, which is the one that it was working in. And then we're going to need to switch to the Blazor WebAssembly version for a sec, just to see if it was working, if it's still working or not. How do we get there? API, hosted API, .NET Watch. Okay, taking longer than expected, but it'll load eventually. All right, here we go. Connect with Twitch. And my channel. Look at all of this chatter happening over here in the console. Isn't it beautiful? Nobody likes chatter. And we do a redemption. And there it is. Okay, so yes, everything is working at this stage. Man. So, what would you suggest, if you have any suggestions, would be the best way to approach restoring functionality? Should I turn this into, I don't know, should I just compare these two? You know what? You know what, Mojo? I did that. I did that last night. So this is the clean version that I want to eventually go to. Yeah, but do it again. It doesn't have everything hooked up yet, I don't think. I try not to think, at least. It was getting there. What do you have set up? Yeah, so it's not fully set up right now. It's still just using the Blazor web app template, and it's not pointing to my Blazor UI yet, which should just be easy for us to do. But I wanted to show this as the actual process that I am doing in order to take an existing .NET 7 application, .NET 7.6.5 application to .NET 8 and using the new Blazor web app template. For this app specifically, since I'm just wanting everything to be run as an interactive component, I am doing the render mode here at the top level in app.razor. And they suggest doing it both on the head outlet and routes if you're going to apply it to the whole application. The other thing that they recommended doing is using, oh, it's right there, static render mode, so that you only have to type interactive whatever. And so I'm going to do interactive server for now because interactive auto wasn't working for me. But then the other thing that I want is this to be Blazor UI, which is not currently connected to. I wonder if this will break stuff. Blazor UI.app. And then this, since this is the taking place of the .NET 8 web app templates routes, then I also apply render mode here. And so now this is essentially a Blazor server project. But this isn't going to work because I don't have all of my dependencies registered. And so when this thing tries to load, it's going to say could not resolve a service for this dependency. And hello, said Raz Gabriel? I butchered it, didn't I? Render mode is only valid when used on a component. On line 16, this is a component. Yeah, I'm already starting to run into issues, and it's like, this should work. Please correct me if you feel like it, but is it Cedra? Is it Cedraz? Is it just Ced? Or C-Ed? C-Ed Raz? And then is it Gabriel? Gabriel? So anyway, we're going to clean that up. But the point was, because of the way that I structure my UI, and we're going to do this exact thing in financial management the clean way, so we'll actually see it beginning to end on stream and not me half doing it off stream, but I wanted to practice. I have app.razor in my Blazor component library if it is the thing that's going to drive the UI for my application regardless of which application type we use, aka Blazor Server, Blazor WebAssembly, WPF, UWP, MAUI, and now this new Blazor Web App template. So I want this app.razor to always work, or always be the same, so that I'm using the same router, the same pages, the same components, etc. and only need one way to do it. Well, with the new Blazor Web App template, their app.razor is actually what we would normally see in either index.html or _host.cshtml, Blazor WebAssembly, Blazor Server, respectively. And then they load the router, which is what app used to be, as a component in body. Ooh, that was fun to say. So for me, that was just replacing routes with app, and that's all it took. Another follow. Thank you, Dark Adias. Darkadius? Darkadias. I got it. But yeah, we're definitely going to do that with the financial management tracker application. We'll do it very soon. Right now, we are in the process of redesigning the UI for it. As part of that, I have decided to take a slight tangent detour and update the bot, because I've been trying to add this archery game. So I'm trying to work on my existing bot, which is .NET 7, or maybe it was .NET 6 at the time, that I just updated to .NET 8 and applied all of these changes to, but for some reason, it's still not working. I've actually taken a step backwards and lost the ability to hear reward redemptions. And so now what I would like to do is compare maybe I need to open the actual Git window to be able to compare. Like, you're supposed to be able to compare anything now. Oh, you have to select them first. There we go. Okay, okie dokie. So number one thing that I did was I got rid of my interfaces project and moved that into an abstractions namespace in my shared models. It was easier. What can I say? Can we make you bigger, please? Commands controller. I made changes to the, oh, duh. Yeah, of course I did. App.razor, which is the render mode thing that I just told you. Apparently I didn't use static render mode in my imports. Don't know why. I have no problem doing that. I updated namespaces, updated the port that the Blazor web app is running on from the one that the Blazor WebAssembly is running on. I got rid of interfaces, I said. The extensions using abstractions.services instead of interface. Abstractions.services instead of interface. Okay, so here is one of the changes. I guess what would happen if I turn this into reward redeemed? So that's a good question. Let's find out. You can't edit them when you're in this screen. That's odd. Excuse me. Excuse me. That's in Twitch client, I believe. Okay, so that's number one. Let's try running the app, and then we'll continue comparing if this doesn't work. But yeah, welcome in to anyone who just got here. Today is Community Day on our stream, and we still have 15 minutes, but I open up my Discord voice channel for anyone that is interested in having a verbal discussion about topics. Oh, duh, the bot's not on. About topics related to the content of this channel. So if you like .NET, Blazor, I do like to talk about mixed reality as well. I've pinned a question if you want to have discussions about that. We are authorized. Let me join my channel. How are we already authorized? Did I click that button without thinking? Okay, here we go. And after I do this, nothing. Okay, so bang Discord. We know that the bot is working because we just got that message back from Discord. Not from Discord, sorry, from my bot to tell us what the Discord channel is. Discord server. Gosh, why? Yeah, seriously. Mojo said, clicking buttons without thinking. That's a cybersecurity training for you. Yeah. I'll pay attention. I promise. It will never happen again. Oh, what did I just click? Okay, so that wasn't the issue. Now that we're listening for both, we didn't get either. That's the only change in the bot. In the client, the other changes I started using required. So two things. One of the refactor things that it gave me now in .NET 8 is to use primary constructors. And the other one was to use required instead of equals default bang. But that was just a choice that I made. It wasn't actually a suggestion now that I'm thinking about it. So what I used to do is, well, I made all of these nullable, that's fine. But if ever I had a field that was not nullable, I either put the allow null attribute on it, which the only thing that allow null does is it makes it so that the compiler doesn't give you warnings in the editor if you don't initialize it. But it was either that or, yeah, here's some more allow nulls instead of equals default bang. Or there was at least one place that I remember using required keyword. And required doesn't really work with JSON serialization. There is no difference between the system.text.json. Okay, so here's another instance where we are using a primary constructor and doing the initializations here. I'm also using the new simplified enumerable initialization. I can't remember what the actual term for it is called. Right, and then there was also using .equals. You know what I found really interesting? Instead of using not any, which I believe was the refactor suggestion up until .NET 8, we should use .count compared to 0. And notice that this is .count the property, so really it's only for lists, not IEnumerables, because .count would probably be worse performing than .any in that case. Because .count would need to enumerate the entire thing and then return the count, versus .any, is there at least one element in this enumerable? But for lists, it says use .count the property. Interesting. Yeah, so it's not that big of a deal, says President Not Sure, essentially. He says, yeah, I wouldn't worry about not using any or whatever except on large lists. And these are definitely not large lists. They're small. Okay, so if on my channel, which instead of using .to lower, I am using .equals with string comparison, current culture, and ignore case. And I moved it from down here to up there. We have what was the command. It's blah. And then if someone decides to automated realms, it's like, I'm a bot, dude. Don't talk to me. I don't even know how to do natural language processing. I'm a command and control bot. Yeah, so President Not Sure is saying my lists are always 10 or less in the typical case and never more than 37. So in my case, CBA. What else did I change? So yes, the regex pattern, which we verified is working appropriately. It's working the way that it's supposed to. What else? And then the added regex methods, code generated methods, or methods, methods used for the code generation. So I don't know, I don't really see anything that I changed in the actual command manager would have broken our ability to receive redemption messages. All right, what about in the bot itself? Moved interfaces to shared abstractions. Here's my private read-only stuff. I got rid of the what is this called? XML documentation from these two property or fields because it didn't really make sense to use them. I added the XML doc to the interface and then just told everything inherit doc. Okay, so oh yeah, this is the one that's really hard to compare because I moved things around. I moved creator update down below so that I could put all of the connects together or next to each other. So is there something different about my complete auth? I got rid of the console write lines. Complete auth was private. Is that what the deal is? Is this why it's so far down? I didn't even see complete auth. Here it is. Okay, I do want those debug statements back from complete auth. So let's put that back. Nope, not you, but. This should be exactly the same code, except with my console write lines. So this way we can figure out if our three-legged handshake does work as it's supposed to. Yes. Oh. There you go. This might be what it is. We didn't get an access token back. With no error. No, not, I mean, yay that I guess we found it. Do you think it could be that PubSub, I don't know, does PubSub have a different authorization list thing? Here's going to be my first guess on that one. I changed the port that this is running on to 7231 from 7269, I believe. We should be able to see it in the original hosted API. Yeah, 7269. So that needs to change there and here. And here. What does print the internet do? It's from a commercial that I loved. Yeah. Anyway, I gripe about people needing to print out electronic stuff. Like the place that I used to work at, they have anyway, reports that they give to the Environmental Protection Agency and other state agencies for environmental stuff related. And so these reports are like hundreds of pages long. And so they needed some changes done on some of the reports. And so what the person that requested changes on those reports did was they printed out the reports and then did handwriting changes to it and then scanned it back in. And it's like, okay, I guess I understand why you did that, but you know, you could just describe it to me. Give me the PDF and then say on this page, or just put comments on the page. But anyway, it's more than just that. It's anything that is like, here's an email that you need to review. Okay, I'm going to print out that email and then read it. I get it. You don't have to do it though. We don't need to print the internet. That's the point. Okay, here we go. Try this again. That's my soapbox. I'm done. Okay, so we didn't get an access token still. What? Why? When? Where? How? Ooh. I still want to know if it was maybe this port. Yeah, nothing. Okay, so my next thought, since I couldn't find what the deal was here, is I am going to revert to that branch. I'm going to revert to that branch and then just apply the changes little by little. Oh, they are working. Yes. Yeah. They work. The thing that's not happening is I'm not seeing them from the bot anymore. And I was seeing them before. So I'm going to do it off stream probably tonight. But I'm going to get... Yeah, I'm going to revert back to the original branch that was working and then apply the changes that I made little by little. Sounds terrible. Sounds really terrible. Until I find out what broke it. Oh man, that sounds so dumb. Undo. View history. Can I reset and keep changes? Yeah. Okay, so this is probably how I'm gonna do it. I reset back to this change and I cap all of the changes that I made between them, but I'm gonna... I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna figure it out is what I'm going to do. Anyway, but that's it for our stream for today. I don't see Dragon Spirit Games, who I was gonna raid if he went live. So we have some choice. The person that I have been raiding most often on Fridays recently is someone working in mixed reality. His name is Solo Solipsist. And he's been doing this thing where he's trying to make it easy for you to get a 3D scan of your environment and immediately turn it into essentially a digital twin of whatever you happen to scan. Other people that I follow that are currently live that I'm lurking on their streams are Ardaki, Red Cabin Games, Tim Bodette, Code Red Games, Big Gamey just went live. Oh man. Spoiled for choice. We rated Big Gamey on Wednesday, but I mean, I have no problem rating him again. He's amazing. So do you have any preferences? Anyone? 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 I'm gonna go to this screen while you think about that. I absolutely love watching Solo Solipsis playing with mixed reality stuff. Because I want to do mixed reality. Mojo says, Big Gamey, absolutely will do. Set up a raid to Big Gamey. Let me get his chat, the active chat, so I don't accidentally say in someone else's stream words. But that's going to be it for me for today. I will post this video to YouTube. We don't have the bot running. Maybe I can do this fast enough. Again, I will post this video to YouTube no sooner than 24 hours after I end the stream. It'll probably end up being Monday because I'm going to forget again. I'll be lurking on people's streams throughout the rest of the day, but also doing my day job, so mostly distracted from their streams, paying attention to my work. ¿Qué más? I will push buttons, paying attention to what buttons I push. Click, click, add, do the bot stuff. Do the bot stuff. That happened yesterday. It was really cool. All right, so here's YouTube. Here's Discord. Feel free to join it. If you're on too many Discord servers and this one would just be one too many, then don't worry about it. Finally, I don't know what the third thing that I normally bang is because Zukasoft does all those. Anyway, bye. Countdown timer's going. I'm disappearing, but you can still hear my voice.